Phineas Whitman, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madam Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madam Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madam Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madam Carlyle.
Hello? Anyone there? What are you doing? Papa Bear, take him! You're gonna regret this! Oh, stop that right now, sir! Target is engaging your hand to hand.
Alright, that didn't go well. Keep taking a dookie.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home.
You gotta push your legs up and relax.
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitman, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madam Carlyle. Please wait.
Oh. I heard that. Come out now. Ta-da!
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madam Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Why am I doing this? Don't we have security to deal with
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madam Carlyle?
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madam's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. Well, this is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madam Carlyle inside.
I will have to search you if you're passing through here, sir. Funny. My mother always said I had good hands, so I should have been a surgeon. Please move on in an orderly fashion.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that the staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
A hidden door.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. Zachary was shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
His motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Alright, see you soon.
American lawyer.
Body before.
It must have been awful. Do you think it was a suicide?
I don't know. Madame Carlyle certainly doesn't think so. Why else would she have asked that detective to come in?
The murder? Was the blood?
No, not that I saw. All I can think about is Carlisle!
Seriously, what are you up to?
Find out what that was.
Got it.
That's Madame Carlisle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Looks clean. Nothing to report. Over.
Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it again.
He seems to believe that Alexa has come back from the dead, and that he has to write the eulogy for some Nathan's funeral. I still have the restraining order on the
portrait photographer check out. Verified his identity and everything.
Please stay back.
Nah, you don't have the right clearance, mister. Please, don't waste my time.
Oh, stop pacing. God's sake, Emma.
Why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is.
Come here to play with you all of it.
Very well, Mr. Fernsby.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more maid crying in the kitchen. So what...
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle. I don't need one more maid crying.
This is very useful information.
So watch yourself around, young Mr. Patrick.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for
Yes,
alibis?
actually,
Or perhaps
could you
you
speed
prefer
up
searching
time
the
so I
manor for
don't
clues
die
first?
from boredom? I fear I may not survive an entire weekend in this shithole.
Perhaps a brisk walk in the garden would do you good.
I said speed up time, not my passing. Now just go away.
I'll come back later.
How very kind of you, dear Mr. Fernsby. I hope to see you soon. Creepy old git.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything? Suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it. Oh, shoot! Jesus flipping Christ! What the hell are you strangling that person for? Oh,
That's a token for a vault in the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. You need a pair, and you gain access, no questions asked. That's when Madame Carlyle keeps a copy of the Edwards file.
We got no vision. Assassin Actual, this is Alpha 1 Actual. Someone has been a real pain in the ass. Come on, I'm in the library and I've got nothing here. Over.
Yeah, haha, he's scared. I heard someone crying. He's crying somewhere. You big baby.
Did you get the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlyle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
No one ever taught you any manners?
I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know.
Rebecca Carla, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? No? We all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough.
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Hello? And you have the wrong number. Okay.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Listen all day. He pours emotion into that.
You have a way with words,
Such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games. Never any romance. I deserve romance.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Would you mind taking a few steps away from me, please?
I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 a.m. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
How are things coming along inside? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
Zachary found him upstairs today. Death is everywhere. I never thought of it that way. Oh, God. It's such a big responsibility having a baby. How do you know that? I can't do that.
Mary is so upset. She's never seen a dead body before.
Poor thing.
Alexa back from the dead, a make-believe funeral, a murder mystery. Oh, it's all too much.
Don't worry.
I don't know you. Hey!
Gregory, don't say more to that weird detective than you need to.
I was just having a laugh, dear. Must admit, he's...
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that.
I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
I was just having a laugh, dear. Must admit, he's pretty good.
What if he believes we had something to do with Zachary's death?
Oh, please.
Treat another human like that. What?
Drop the body, go! And back. Action.
What Emma did when she arrived.
Tell me.
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. Weird that you've headed the family after all. It is only fitting.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed. Not just that.
Oh, hi, Martin. Rebecca here. I need you to dig up the contract we have with the look. Oh,
Oh man, you are in all sorts of trouble.
Move out and investigate on the double. That's affirmative. Come on, how do you read me? Over. Come on. I think we can do with the paramedics here.
Huh? What? Excuse me, sir. You can't leave that there.
Hello there.
Up on your feet again, my friend. You're okay. Do we have any ID on the suspect?
White, tallish. And I don't know where he got that outfit from.
Wait, didn't I just see that guy? Finally, we've got a visual on our guy. I'm sorry, I didn't see what he was wearing.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Sir?
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that's the upstairs. Why do you think he's here?
Having solicitors and others who pay them kind of people. Can't remember ever having a family event without one tucked away in a room somewhere. Due diligence always trumps family.
I think he's here.
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Hey, Ron, did Yates mention anything about the Carlisle account? Yes, I'm in England now. It's all gone. I feel completely blindsided here. I have no idea what's going on.
Is my shift
it's
over
all
already?
gone. No, she's calm as ice. It's just not natural. Nobody's that calm. What? Hey!
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
Check on that undertaker in charge of the funeral. I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle.
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
I'm really sorry, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to let you pass. Orders, you know. Asshole. You'll never come through here as long as I'm alive. Now get the fuck out of my face. As I said, I'm really sorry. How are you?
Carlisle safe. Move! Copy that. That's affirmative.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Got it. Yep, yeah, impressive, right?
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Hello, sir.
What do you want? A kiss?
peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47.
Come on, do you read? Okay, we've got a terrible accident here.
Van, you read me. Over. Someone's making trouble. Possibly high on drugs.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Someone's causing a public commotion.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Life can be tough sometimes.
And that detective asked to come here. Madame Carlyle must believe Zachary was murdered. Why else ask him to snoop around? I need some more attention here.
We'll all need a vacation.
I heard Mary fainted when she heard Madame Carlyle was still alive, and she didn't even see it herself. It was burned.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do.